Is everybody in?
Before we get started,
Everybody in?
does anyone want to get out?
Everybody.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows
Ceremony
things
is
are
about
bad.
to
It's a
begin.
depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. We don't go out anymore. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my... I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. At first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Here we go.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Good evening. Today is Easter Sunday, April 9th, 2023. It's 9 p.m. Is it? Is it 9 p.m.? Good evening to everyone. If you're watching, I hope you had a wonderful day. Sana nakapag-dinner na kayo. Sabi may 4 daw na nanonood. Thank you very much for dropping by. Wow, it's been 7 months. 7 months ba? Last broadcast. Not sure. Let's check it out. Let's try to find out. Kamusta? How are you? Kamusta kayo? If you're watching sa chat, please send a message. 6 months pala. Sorry. 6 months ago. 6 months. I think that was the last broadcast. About 6 months ago. Well, Coach Ricky, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Maayong araw, maayong adlaw. You know, Jess. Happy Easter, bro. Happy Easter. Shout out kay Coach Ricky. Check out his channel for fitness guidance. He's a fitness coach sa UAE, if I'm not mistaken. Wala naman, nangangamusta lang ako sa inyong lahat. Sa 200 plus na nag-subscribe sa channel natin. I would like to thank you all for staying amid the silence of all social media platforms. Wala lang, nag-decide lang akong, Bahrain. Yan. Nag-decide lang akong i-shutdown sila lahat. Uy, Sir George! Happy Easter! Yes, sir. Nag-decide lang ako i-shutdown lahat yung social media channels, mga platforms. I did a little bit of introspection, more or less. I think that's the best and most apt term for what I did. Daddy Dens. Yeah, Daddy Dens. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good day pala. Nasan man kayo. Yun, I just wanted to recalibrate, reassess, and look at what was I really doing with the channel? What was my reason for doing all of this? Sabi ko kasi noon, I wanted to help. I wanted to honestly share my perspective, share my thoughts, unfiltered and unbiased about any particular subject that came in mind. I didn't care if anyone was watching. I didn't care if people were paying attention or whatnot. I just wanted them to have that opportunity to at least see the world through a different lens. Yun lang naman yung ginawa ko. So in the past few months na hindi ako nag-broadcast, hindi ako nag-post sa Facebook, lahat bihira, very rare ako nagpo-post na sa Facebook, mga ano, I shut myself in, puro PlayStation. Shout out nga pala sa mga tropa natin sa Division, mga kasama natin lagi sa Dark Zone. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. I hope you are all doing well. So this episode is just like starting over. Um, I wanted to get a few thoughts out. I wanted to like ask a question that maybe you haven't asked yourself, or maybe you've been asking yourself for a while. Let's try to find out. Is there a difference between being honest and being real? What what do I mean? How do you define your honesty and your truth? Sabi nga nila, yung lawyers daw have a different point of view about the truth and honesty. You can be truthful without being honest. Sir Ron, have a wonderful day. Are you willing to lay everything out honestly and truthfully? Kasi sabi nga, you can be truthful without being completely honest. You can omit certain facts. Say the truth is basically facts. Hi, Ma'am Julie. Hola. Yes, it's been 6 months. So yun, I've been chewing on that. Was I being honest? Or was I being truthful? Or was I being real with what I was doing here, with this channel, with what I've been saying, what I've been doing for like 2 years? Kasi 2 years na yung channel. Actually, more than 2 years na yung channel. I started doing live broadcasts. So was I being authentic? Was I being myself in all situations? Was I me? I had to ask that. Kasi alam nyo naman, syempre, pag nasa social media, whether you like it or not, it's it's a given that people will say things about you or will have their own perception about you based on their own biases. Wala namang nagsabi sa akin na negative, no? No, hindi yun, hindi yun. Hindi. It was just me being critical of myself. I just wanted to ask that. Was I really real? Yun, was I being really real? Was I being truthful to my message? Kasi I didn't want to be just another voice on, let's say, Facebook or whatever, on social media or whatever, na you're saying one thing but you're doing the other. Pwede ko kasi itong pagkakitaan for the past 7 months, wala naman akong trabaho eh. Kung tinutukan ko lang to, if I really wanted to turn this for profit, I could have just latched on to any particular. Hi, sir. Sir Lai, sir, Sir Antibudol. Yes, sir. So, yun nga, yung questions about honesty, questions about being real. I didn't want to turn this into something that's more of like a business. This is like a passion for me. Oo, kasi yung mangyayari na kung ano lang yung sikat na pag-usapan, yun yung pag-uusapan mo. Tapos you'll be providing filtered comments, mga gano'n. You're providing popular opinion. Hindi, eh, hindi kasi ako gano'n, eh. So, I didn't want to continue if that was the direction I would be heading. And I didn't feel at the time, for the past few months, I didn't feel authentic to my message kasi I felt really bad na I couldn't provide for my family. I couldn't find a job for some odd reason. I couldn't get hired for some odd reason. I had to ask myself, what the fuck am I doing wrong? What the hell was I doing wrong? Or was this a message to me that I wasn't understanding properly? Maybe I wasn't listening properly. Kasi syempre there are certain perspectives that sometimes goes over my head. There are certain messages that go over my head that I don't get to understand. So I just wanted to clear that up at least. Just let people know that to those who were following, to those who were listening to us, to our message, I didn't lie to you. I never lied to you at any point. I was spreading a message of hope. I was spreading a message of motivation. However, such is humanity. I am human. Such is the human condition. Yes, I did feel demotivated. However, I had to focus on certain things. I had to focus on myself, my family, even though I did not speak to them of my thoughts. Now I'm telling you, all of you, about my private thoughts of the time. I knew they understood. I knew that they were there. They were just waiting for that. So I'm still not comfortable continuing this. Siguro once in a while I'll pop in, pop out. But I'm chewing over the idea of either pursuing this continuously or I'll just shut it down all completely. Kasi nakasurvive naman ako ng walang social media, eh. Yung may mga kailangan naman sa'kin, they they reached out. May mga nagme-message naman, may mga nangamusta na bakit ko nga daw parang masyadong radio silent or whatever. Pero those who really knew me and those who really understood, alam nila na I do this regularly. I shut everything down, I recalibrate and reassess my position in all in all aspects of my personality. So yun nga, na-mention ko na I've just been playing online PlayStation, The Division 2. Shout out sa lahat ng naging tropa natin, na meet natin sa Dark Zone. That was one of the things that led to here, where we are now. Kasi at least in that situation, I was still real. I was me. I didn't vary for show. Kasi yung game na nilalaro namin, nobody knows who you are. You're under a gamer tag. So you can pretend to be anything or everything, or you can be the real you. A lot of people in the dark zone, just like real life, either show who they really are or they pretend to be something else. If you look up the Division 2, it's an online game. There's a part of the game that allows you to interact with people online, but they will be just faceless voices in the ether. Doon pwede mong patayin yung mga makakasalubong mo sa dark zone. So you can either choose to be a piece of shit, be toxic, unload the worst of your day on other people, shit on people. Joy! Musta? So you can choose to do that. You can be anything and everything in the dark zone. Just like in real life. You can choose to be, like I said, a piece of shit. You can be one of the few people who will extend a hand and help other people in the dark zone. Just like in real life, you can always choose to reach out and help other people when they're down. A lot of people in the dark zone choose to kill everyone they meet. Their mindset is they might have something that I need. Yung game kasi, it's based on gears, it's based on items that you need to upgrade, you need to collect certain items to have more power or more weapon damage or whatever. Yeah. So it kind of shows your priorities. It kind of shows your values to your core. And thankfully, thankfully, I chose to do the latter, at least help other people. Because I've been playing the game for a while. A lot of random players already know me. I changed my name. Yung gamer tag ko, pinalitan ko, pero naalala pa rin tayo ng ibang mga tropa sa Dark Zone. Ang maganda kasi dun sa game, you get to interact with so many people from all over the world. UAE, Asia, UK, lahat. All over the world. Makakalaro mo dun. And ang predominant mindset sa dark zone is be toxic. Pwede kang maging ganun doon. Yun ang pinakamasayang trip nila doon, maging toxic. Uy, you're trash. You're the worst player, etc. Mga ganun. Because they get to kill you and shit like that. So, wala namang problema, Joy. Nag-broadcast lang. Good evening, Sir Olan. Good evening. Ngayon, so back to the thought. I met a lot of good people out there. Some of them never went to the dark zone or dipped their toes in the dark zone for the items kasi may mga exclusive items doon sa dark zone. So yun nga, like I said, it's just like life. It's a perfect digital, however conflicting this statement is. The dark zone is the best digital analog for real life. And if you're real enough, life will provide you good people Happy Easter. Happy Easter, Ate Ana. Happy Easter. Life provides you with everything and anything that you need. You just need to be real. You just need to be honest. And you will always gravitate towards your truth. You will always gravitate and attract the same people, people who would be willing to risk things for you. Dun sa game, they risk the gears that they have, they risk the life, yung buhay ng character nila for you. And funny enough, just like in real life, if you find really good people, if you find really wonderful people, they will risk everything for you. They will do what they can to help you. So I think that's the whole message for the day. There is a big difference between being honest, being truthful, and being real. It's just up to you. How far are you willing to go? Whatever message you have, if you're real to your message, regardless of the situation, whether you're an ethereal voice in the ether, a faceless, nameless voice, people will see through that. People will take the risk of trusting you, and people will risk everything for you if you are something worth their time. So, are you worth? If you're the real you, if you're not pretending, if you're not putting up an act, if you're not hiding behind a certain mask, if you're not hiding behind a persona, an alter ego, or whatever you want to call it, if you are really you, would you be worth someone's time? And would you be worth the risk for people that will gravitate towards you? Are you going to be worth it? That's the bottom line. What makes you worth it? I wouldn't know for sure. I can't tell you that. Honest to God, I hope I can, but sadly, I don't know. And funny enough, some people find good people worth it, especially if you all share the same values, the same goals, and the same objectives. And I'm happy to say that it's never too late to change. It's never too late not to be a piece of shit. It's never too late. You can always change for the better. You can always help yourself be better. You can always choose to be better. You can always choose to change. It's just up to you. Uh, I can't do that for you. No one else can do that for you but yourself. It's just the willingness. It's just the willingness that's required. And I hope it's not going to be based on a heartbreaking and soul crushing instance in your life that requires for you to wake up and change for the better. Diba? So I guess that's that. This is 27 minutes of your time. Amen. Choose to be better and be happier. Very true. Very true. Yes. Always choose to be better. It's never going to be easy. It's never going to be a walk in the park to do that. Yun. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Thank you, sir. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I just hope if I do decide to continue doing this, even if for a very small audience, I just hope it helps. I just hope that there is that message I can share, I can spread that really helps. Thank you very much for thank you very much for your time. It's the most valuable currency people have forgotten. Time. So now we'll borrow a few words from our sponsors. Our sponsor for tonight is uh, the Divine Comedy of Dantes Alighieri. Ah, Kasi I feel we're almost out of purgatory. We have been in purgatory for the last 2 years of the pandemic. Thank you very much for your kind words, Francis. Thank you. Thank you. Tingnan natin, tutuloy natin, pre. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So yun, I'll borrow a few words from Mr. Dante Alighieri. This is from Canto 18. I'll try to explain it as best as I can. He who's alive, and surely I don't lie to you, would climb above as soon as he has seen the sun shed light on us again. Then tell us where the passage lies at hand. My guide said this. One of the souls replied, come follow us, and you will find the gap. We are so fully anxious to advance, we cannot halt. And do forgive us should you take our penance for discourtesy. I was Saint Zenos Abbot in Verona, under the rule of valiant Barbossa, of whom Milan still speaks with so much sorrow. There is one with one foot in the grave, who soon will weep over that monastery, lamenting that he once had power there, because in place of its true shepherd, he put one who was unsound of body and still more of mind, and born in sin, his son. I don't know if he said more or was silent. He had already raced so far beyond us, but I heard this much and was pleased to hear it. And he who was my help in every need said, turn around. See those two coming? They whose words mock sloth. And I heard those two say, behind all of the rest, the ones from whom the sea parted were dead before the Jordan saw, whose had inherited its lands. and those who did not suffer trials until the end together with Anichi's son gave themselves up to life without renown. Then, when those shades were so far off from us that seeing them became impossible, a new thought rose inside of me, and from that thought, still others, many and diverse, were born. I was so drawn from that random thought to thought that wandering in my mind, I shut my eyes, transforming thought on thought to dream. That is Canto 18 from Dante's Divine Comedy, Purgatorio. Is it relevant to us, to our conversation tonight? I believe so. I believe so. It is very relevant to us, whether we like it or not. Nga pala, if you haven't read this book, please do, or at least try to listen to it if you can. May mga audiobooks naman na available for free. Again, it's a 3-book series, Dante's Divine Comedy. Purgatorio is the second part of the book and after his traverse of hell. Why did I choose that particular passage of all of this, out of all of this? I chose it for this particular line. I was so drawn from that random thought to thought. It's a matter of will. Everything is a matter of will. Whether you want to pursue something, you want to change something, you want to do anything, it starts from a thought, a germ of thought. Sir Warren, it is a matter of will. And it starts from that. Everything starts from that one singular thought. Dreams are the source of reality. Kaya na-inlove ako dun sa linya na yun. It's one of the few lines na talagang naka-highlight since time immemorial. I've had this book for a long time, even before I had children. And this particular canto, Canto 18, speaks of love, free will, and it allows you to view yourself from a particular singular point. If you take enough time to try and understand, we are all nothing but dreams that became reality. Whether we like to admit it or not, there's nothing superstitious about it, there's nothing religious about it. I'm not trying to preach or whatever. I'm just saying that we are all thoughts that became reality. We are all products of a consummation of thought. We are a conscious choice. Anything and everything about us are born out of thoughts. Your mother and your father probably loved each other. If not, you can choose to love yourself. even if you were born out of hatred or out of pain or whatever, it is still up to you to choose who you become. Whether we like to admit and accept that, it's the truth. It's all based on thoughts. It's a matter of thought. Being good, being bad, it's inseparable to life. Good and evil is part of that singular process. It's A and B that produces C, etc., etc. 1 plus 1 equals 0, or 0 plus 1 equals 1. It's up to you. It's just a matter of your perspective and your choice. That's why I've always used life is about making choices. You can either fall in love with the thought that you have, cherish it and nourish it to make a dream a reality, or you can choose to leave it unfulfilled, to leave it in the wastelands of your mind, or wherever or however you would choose to. It's it's that simple. However complicated that is, it's that simple. You can either choose to decide and pursue it, or you can choose to decide to leave it as it is. Love and hate is the ingredients necessary for life. Good and evil is a necessary process for us to go through. It's just a matter of will. It's within you to choose. It's always within you to choose. Ayun, Pao. Good evening. Good evening. Ang dami na pala. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Yun. So, yun lang. You can choose. You can choose always. I'm just happy to see that you are all doing well, and whatever, however you find this video, however, whenever you get to find this, I hope in one way or the other, it allows you to chew on the thoughts that you have and help you go through your process. We're all going through something, and you can choose to be of help to the people you interact with, regardless of the situation or regardless of the dimension of where you interact with these people. It's either it's either in real life, interacting face to face through the phone, through the internet, through likes, dislikes, or whatever, through discourse, through the dark zone. So, uh, Thank you, Sir Thunder Ranger. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Ingat po, ingat, ingat. Hindi kasi natin sigurado how deeply his situation is affecting him, whoever we're interacting with. They may be hiding behind a smile if we're seeing their face. However it may appear, they may be having a bad day, they may be going through something, they may be going through the worst time of their life. We'd never know. So you can either choose to help them in a very small, what seems to be a very innocuous manner of even just smiling, offering to help, asking them how they are. I mean, just little things. At least, diba? Instead of being a piece of shit or an asshole to them, just try to be kind in one way or the other. it it doesn't hurt. Like I always say, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much out of you to smile, even if they're frowning, even if they're cursing the shit out of you. It doesn't take much to just say, I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing well, man. Whatever, bro. Whatever floats your boat, man. And don't allow them to live rent free in your head. Never allow anyone or anything negative live rent free in your head. Process it, understand it, and move on from it. I think that's it. I hope you have a wonderful and safe rest of your evening. Again, happy Easter. Whether you believe in it or not, I wouldn't know. It's up to you always. And I hope you can choose to be kind to each other out there. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful and safe rest of your evening. Thank you. We'll see you next time. We'll see you next time.
Is everybody in?
Before we get started,
Everybody in?
does anyone want to get out?
Everybody.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows
Ceremony
things
is
are bad.
about to
It's a
begin.
depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. You don't go out anymore. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my... I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. At first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Here we go.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.